I'm Andrew Smith. Anne Kirkland asked me to tell you a little bit about my first experience at Classical Pursuits in Toronto, which was just 5 years ago, 2007. I don't come from a strong background in academia or literature, although I've been a reader all my life. Never participated in a book club, really. And so I was quite apprehensive about signing up for what was the text that I chose, Anna Karenina by Tolstoy. The text didn't worry me so much. I think it was the prospect of having to sit down around a table with 10 or 12 other people. And I felt a little fearful about being put on the spot and getting the wrong answer to the question and all those kinds of things. There was nobody there I knew, as it turned out, and that also can be a little discomforting. I also had no experience in the shared inquiry method. So often in my business life and financial career, you're in a position of having a lecturer and then the audience, somebody talking down or to someone else. So the idea of having to sit there and participate was a little frightening to me as well. So all these fears sort of culminated in my saying, yes, I'm going to try it. If it doesn't work out, I can always walk out after the first day. And the first morning was kind of interesting because a few people who were the experienced people having gone to Classical Pursuits before came in armed with notebooks and notes in their text and seemed terribly well organized, could reference certain clauses and phrases in the text itself from their notes. So my first half of the first morning was in fear and trepidation, because here were all these smart, bright, educated people that knew a heck of a lot more than I did about this text. What I learned was that really the majority of the people were more like me, even if they'd been to shared inquiry methods before. And that meant that as the morning wore on, and indeed as the week progressed, everybody became quite comfortable. There wasn't a test. We weren't being asked, what's the answer to this question? We truly were exploring the text under the guidance of Nancy Carr, who is a phenomenal leader, who would direct us but allow us to ourselves find out, share our experience, ask our own questions without any feeling of discomfort. So by the end of the week, I was tired and exhilarated at the same time. The other thing I would say is it's not just 5 days of reading Anna Karenina at, in this case, Classical Pursuits of 2007. There's a lot more that goes on. And I think the choice one has in the afternoons for different activities, in the evenings people to get together, that it becomes a kind of a retreat for a week, an intellectual retreat, but a positive one. So I'm going back for my 5th time, taking Don Quixote, and looking very much forward. I would recommend to anyone who's sitting on the fence a bit, wondering if this is going to work, a little fearful. It isn't a test. Relax. You'll have a wonderful time.